Coast shooting of rapper FBG Duck.
Let's get details, Nate Rogers.
All right, thanks, Emily. 5 people are now charged with the deadly and brazen Gold Coast shooting of rapper FBG Duck.
Let's get details. Nate Rogers is live outside the Dirksen Federal Building to tell us what's happening. Nate?
Ladies and gentlemen,
that's right, guys.
What y'all seen here is all 5 individuals, well 4, because 1 is already locked up. They got a case going on these rappers, y'all, and y'all know that already. But how about if I tell y'all they just first appeared in their first court case for this RICO charge, and it's a lot going on right now. Now, all the members involved, from C-Thing to Muwop to DQ to even Zuma, Zell Zuma, but rest in peace to him, you know. Buna, I can't even pronounce his last name. I just call him Zell all the time. All the lives he did over the years, but rest in peace to him. He offed himself. But these guys went to court for the first trial, you feel me, or the proceedings or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of things was revealed, man. Y'all gotta know the turn up is very, very real.
Chicago street gang operatives with racketeering in the 2020 Oak Street hit on Carlton Weekly. The rapper, known as FBG Duck, was said to be shopping for a birthday present for his son when he was cut down in a mob-style attack. And now the feds are using a law first aimed at mobsters to prosecute the 5. On August 4th, 2020, it looked like an old-time outfit attack.
Now, what charge are they using? They're talking about, gang, the racketeering charges. In case you don't know, man, these guys are in a serious situation right now. Let's read some of them. They're saying 5 of the guys, man, you know, the members. Let's not even play these games. 5 of the members. When I say members, you already know what time it is with this Chicago thing. The members is a serious thing, bro, allegedly, which is good for the rap business. But the murder of Carlton Weekly, the local rapper that's known as FBG Duck, he was gunned down in broad daylight in the Gold Coast area last year. That caused folks in them to send in the federal agents and all that, but not just to swoop in and do what they do, but to work with Chicago police so they can make it a federal case. Because Mayor Lori Lightfoot failed the people, according to them. So these guys going through this first court appearance, you can tell they're trying to hurry up with this case, bruh. I personally feel they got somebody in the camp speaking to them, or informant already get a drop. Or informants already got to show their face, gang. But let's get back to some of this. They're saying that if this gives pause even 1 minute, you know, for somebody to think of, we have to get justice for the people. Now, what they're saying here is federal prosecutors on Wednesday announced the charges against all the guys and the Oblocks. They call them a street gang. They make sure it's a gang, bruh. And they said accusing them of participating in a criminal organization responsible for FBG Duck's murder and of violently protecting the gang in its territories on the South Side. But we do know allegedly these are forget back, but the news always gonna get it wrong, but they ain't getting the charges wrong. They saying the folks in them is facing life at maximum and minimum, bro. That's the outcome of this, bro. So I feel like only if you talk you can get out. Now let's keep reading it and understand the nature of this before we just say it. Now they saying the U.S. attorney wants things to be handled, bro. He want things to be done, bro. They're saying Weekly, when he was 26 and killed, man, that's so young, y'all. The murder carries a mandatory minimum life sentence upon conviction, bro. And bro, they don't even bring you back for the sentences, bro. When the judge bang on the gavel and they find you guilty, dog, it's a wrap for you, bro. Like, it's life right there. They put the shackles. You don't come back to court other than if you do an appeal, I'm pretty sure. But not for no sentencing, bro. You sentence right then and there. The murder count carries a mandatory minimum life sentence upon conviction and a maximum potential sentence of the death penalty, according to federal prosecutors. The indictment was announced Wednesday by a large special agent in charge of the Chicago field of office of the FBI. Bruh, gang, this ain't really something you laugh at. This something you take serious, bruh. This already done flipped left, went left. Now you see this thing been going on for a while as far as members being taken down through teams and through ins and out. We've seen this being shaped in the city for a while. We've seen some of the great rappers we like. I'm not going to say names, but you see them, and we see they going back and forth, telling on each other, allegedly speaking too much about situations, just throwing you off and not letting you feel what the vibes are. Now, folks already done showed us a whole lot. And when I say folks, I ain't even talking about the guys. I'm talking about the jigs, the people we don't see. That's the element of surprise out here. That's very spooky right now. You feel what I'm saying? Salute the truth teller for preaching a whole lot of truth out here. And he's right, man. Like, it's hard to just say it's social media. It gotta be somebody involved in saying something, bro. I ain't gonna say it's just social media, bro. I just don't see it just being that only. You gotta have a strong case and a strong situation before you just bring it on out the way they saying it's brought on out. You got a lot of guys we lost, man, on all sides. That's why I don't pick sides. Ain't nothing about this funny and nothing about it shaky. It's an uncomfortable situation to a certain degree because you're looking at it like, what the hell is going on, huh?
Thanks, Emily. 5 people are now charged with the deadly and brazen Gold Coast shooting of rapper FBG Duck.
Let's get details. Nate Rogers is live outside the Dirkson's Federal Building to tell us what's happening. Nate?
That's right, guys. That press conference just wrapping up within the last couple of hours. The rapper Carlton Weekly, also known as FBG Duck, of course, was killed last year. Law enforcement members say the suspects are allegedly a part of the Oblock gang. Now, local and federal officials held a press conference just a couple of hours ago announcing the federal indictment. Law enforcement leaders say the Oblock gang publicly claimed responsibility for the rapper's death and used social media to increase their criminal enterprise. Weekly was shot and killed in broad daylight on August 4th of last year in the city's Gold Coast neighborhood. He had been standing in line at a luxury clothing store before police say 4 men jumped out of a vehicle and began firing. At today's press conference, Superintendent David Brown, as well as other federal officials, says this will serve as notice to gang members that crime will not continue to happen of this kind here in Chicago. Take a listen.
We are going after gangs in this city. We are trying to eliminate crime and the fear of crime. That's why we're here today. And this announcement today is just one example of the cooperation and collaboration that holds violent offenders accountable for their actions so that they cannot go on and hurt more people and take away more lives.
Now, 4 of those suspects were actually apprehended this morning on the city's south side at 65th and King. The 5th suspect, we're told, had already been behind bars facing charges of attempted murder from a case in Dalton. Live at the Dirkson Federal Building, Nate Rogers, Fox 32.
Man, this whole thing is wild if you tell me. It's a whole lot of ins and outs, but it's still something without a doubt. I say that a lot, y'all like to say, but catch what I'm saying. That always makes sense, bruh. It's a situation of the unknown. Who's doing what? Who's telling? Everything is shaky out here. Shaky to the point we don't know what third degree and third degree blinds to say for it this time. But we know if you stay focused, it will come. These indictments just come too fast and too quick, man. And you know already this is their first court appearance, you know what I mean? So in the first court appearance, it's gonna tell you everything. It's gonna tell you who's gonna be strong. It's gonna tell you who won't fold. We already know the head honcho Durky, yo, he's strong out here. You feel me? He got the guys for real being loyal to him. Under 300 in a situation, we don't even know if he might get life or not. Allegedly, I'm gonna say he's innocent to all. You know, you gotta prove it basically. But in this case, they making these guys out to be this so-called person of guiltiness. And it's kind of uncomfortable. This is why I love what Durk wrote earlier. Durk did a whole post and talked about, I'm going to get my high school diploma. I want to challenge myself on my goals and real life situation. Key part, real life situations. I already know what that part means. And you got to pay attention, bro. Folks feeling the pressure, not saying that they're going to tell or nothing like that. You know it. But when things and mamas like this is out here,
they shot my son. They just told me that too. I'm just so glad. I'm just so glad. I'm just so glad. And my son was killed by some kids like these kids. The grown motherfuckers sent off like.
Now, who's the grown dude she's talking about? The grown dude she talking about, I ain't gonna even play the detective names because a lot of people was asking that. Who are the grown ones? Who's involved, man? Things just got spooky out here and we don't know what's left, what's right, and who's coming out of sight, man. It blindsides you too, man. Now, this trial of the racketeering charges is just only gonna keep going up from here. That's why I want folks in them to know. The racketeering charge consists of a whole lot of situations. You already know they're trying to say that Boss Top, you know what I'm saying, he told and all that. I'm not even saying that against Mama Duck. I'm talking about the bloggers. Mama Duck worded it. I think she tried to say they got Boss Top speaking on the internet. I think that's the way she tried to say it. But a lot of people are literally just saying he's a rat. I say I'm not going to do that because I ain't see no proof of that. I don't just put jackets on people just to be putting jackets on people. You know what I mean? I do the right thing because the right thing should be done always. Now, fast forward to this. You got a lot of shaky situations out here. Folks is picking sides, but you got 12 making folks pick sides. So what do we have here? You got Wild Wild West, dog. Things is going crazy for real. The phenomenal numbers of this racketeering charge is crazy, bro. They got, according to the U.S. attorney, you know what I mean? They saying the U.S. attorney took a pride in this case to take them down. They said when he got sent, basically the U.S. magistrate Judge M. David Wiseman, you feel me? That man also is in ties with them as far as friendship, you know, former colleagues, everybody's colleagues in that courthouse. So I don't know if they're going to get any fairness. They're going to need the best lawyers that money could buy, man, especially if it's for educational purpose, the FBG Duck situation, because I'm trying to tell people, Duck is a real Chicago legend. I know they finally let the GDs in the door, but Duck kind of low-key been was in the door even though they blackballed him. His talent was so strong, everybody in the world knows him. So that's all they're going to ask, is Duck going to get justice? Now, according to the U.S. Attorney Office, Charles C. Murder Liggins, Kenneth Kenny Robinson, to Carlos Los Alford, Christopher C. Thang Thomas, and Marcus Muwop Smart are each charged with committing murder in aid of racketeering. The men have also been charged with federal firearms violations and assaults in aid of racketeering. Bro, that just seemed crazy. In aid, bro, as if they know it's allegedly like, you know, folks in them sent them out there. And y'all know who folks in them is. They looking at the head honcho as the ones being the ones who sent them. I don't know what to say other than the whole situation is Wild Wild West. Muwop and all the guys, I want them to keep their head up to know, bro. If you do keep your head up, you will prevail in these situations. You just got to know you'll make it out alive as far as the way you think. And that East Oak Street, bruh, it was just the wrong area. Gold Coast of all places, and you got Lori Lightfoot not doing a good job. Come on, man. Like, they brought a special agent in charge. All these feds, bruh. The field of office, FBI, Emerson's Bew Jr., you feel me? And the police superintendent, David Brown. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro, they working together. They said it like this. This is the message we want to send, that you'll be held accountable to the highest possible level, Brown said. It's the message that we are serious about our collaborations together. So you got feds and all the Jakes working together now. That's how they doing it, gang. And it's gonna be a crazy world. Y'all gotta pay attention, man. Stay in tune, see what's really going on out there. It's a war field, but it's like the 12 of them is clapping back. They want to make a statement with this, and I don't know how strong it's gonna be, but you got a lot of players, gang. It's just so much players to the point, what do? You got good folks like Truth Teller out here doing the best he could to give the information. You got the long ways, and you got all these great bloggers out here, bro. Honestly, y'all getting some good information. Y'all can't keep calling all these bloggers snitches. All they doing is presenting the news. Are there bloggers out there who are trying to get folks in trouble? Of course, bro, without a doubt. But you know that already. It ain't like it's shaky or it's a new thing. You know this what comes with it, bro. It's YouTube. It's the internet. Be careful what you post. Now, what I do with my platform, I protect the guys. Facts. I don't do no things that can get people indicted, but it does make you think and look, what y'all be doing out here, folks? These racketeering charges are filed against, they called y'all reputed gang members. And also, I think to them it's secondary with the FBG Duck situation. They want to make y'all being a notorious gang organization as the first thing. Notice how they keep highlighting it, bruh. Like, this thing is going to be more longer than what we thought it was. This thing is going to be shaky for the long run. It's one of them wild, wild west situations like I'm saying earlier, bro. Look, man, I'm your God bless one. Love your family, love your kids, and stay blessed. Rest up to all the guys. Free all the guys, indeed, bro. Peace to all of y'all, man. This the whole thing to me is way too wild. Look at all that paperwork, gang. What you want me to say? Paperwork looking wild, gang. Paperwork looking wild, man. Salute.